moving on. Alright. Here's the most important part. Hitting magic level 10. At magic level 10, this is kind of your coming of age moment. You are now a magical Jew and you're a man. So you have to make a choice. You have to decide if you want to spend the rest of your life practicing magic, or if you want to now go ahead and pursue your power and speed. Here's the thing. When you are a cleric, you cannot ever use spirits. So keep this in mind. This is the choices you have. You can stay at 10 power, 10 speed, and then increase your magic from 10 magic to 30 magic, or you can keep your magic at 10 magic and then increase your power to 30 or your speed to 30. If you choose to do the latter, then that means you will never ever be able to learn any new spells, and your magic strength will always be at 10. Now, this can be resourceful. You can, throw out a super powerful punch and then, kind of burn the ground around you. If you're fighting another level 30 and you're a power of 30, then your magic's really not going to hurt them because it's far too weak, but it can still affect your environment in clever ways, I suppose. And also, there are things called relics in the magic shop that you can use to alter the way your spells look and to do other things. So we kind of throw you a bone, but don't expect your magic to be that strong. I say a lot. Fuck. Past that, let's say, either way, we're not going to focus on people who do that. I mean, whatever. We are going to focus on those of you who wish to be Gandalf. Tiny Merlin. Alright, so now that you are magic level 10, now you've made your choice. You're going to either stunt yourself and then increase your dick size, or you're going to stunt yourself and increase your ability to last longer in bed. Figure out which one's which. Either way, at magic level 10, you can now, everyone now, can do one of three things. You have a choice to forever be able to create elemental weapons, or you can create elemental armor, or you can create, or use, or do teleportation. So I'm explaining the difference between all three. First off, remember, whichever one you choose, this is your permanent special ability. You can't do anything else. You can't do the other armor, and you can't do teleportation if you go weapons. If you go armor, you can't do weapons or teleportation. You go teleportation, you can't do weapons or armor. This is your special class or ability. Let's say you go with weapons. First and foremost, you can create any weapon, or you can create any weapon out of thin air. Basically, meaning if I want to make a fire sword, and again, read the site, it gives more specifics on what you have to do for this, and I'll go over it in a moment. Actually, basically means I can summon it, and there's a fire sword. This is now, and keep this in mind, this is now your fire sword. To whatever the mana cost is for this, which is 15, once you make this fire sword, it is now permanently yours. So even though you made it disappear and go away, if 15 days later, or 30 days later, or 2 days later, or an hour later, you want to make it reappear, it will not cost you 15 mana, because you already made it. It's already one of your items now. Go on the forum, update it, show that you have it. So just like anyone walking around with a sword in their bag can pull it off, you can make your sword appear out of nowhere. You do not have to keep using 15 mana to summon something you already summoned at one point, so long as you document that you did summon it at one point beforehand. So, read the site a little bit to you and we'll go over it again. You can create any weapon out of thin air, which, according to the site, according to me, takes 2 rounds of roleplay to create. So that's 15 mana at the cost of 2 turns of roleplay. So it's probably best if you don't make it during a fight, unless you want to go 2 rounds without helping anyone or without helping yourself, or unless you have super confidence in your golem, which I would not recommend. But remember, 2 rounds of roleplay, 15 mana. That means 15. Remember that, 15. Uh, Now, other things you can do with this, and this includes weapon and armor. You can only make 3 a month. You will find that you will never need to make more than that, and if you do, then you're shit out of luck. Doesn't matter what weapon you make, again, be it magma warhammer, or again a fire sword, or a lightning spear, you can only make 3 a month. And you can give them away, however, you can only give them away once a month. The person who you give it to, it's now theirs. Once you do that transaction of ownership, you cannot summon it anymore. It is now theirs. They can, if they want to, magically summon it. It will not cost them magic. They can, if they want to, just carry it around. I don't really care. It's not that big a deal. So if they want to walk around and go fire sword, then they can do that. It was given to them by you, so who gives a fuck? Again, as long as all of this is documented. Oh, my leg hurts. Alright. Let's see. Oh, however, one thing is, because this is a weapon that you're making, it needs mod approval, which basically means you need to send that log to a moderator and just have them just go, okay, I saw this. The end. We're not going to tolerate you just walking out of nowhere and said, I made it last week. Well, did you send anyone a log? No? Then you don't have it. Sorry, we're not going to buy it. In terms of, well, before I get to that, next, we're going to go on to elemental armor. You'll find that this is the least created or chosen special ability, because people really don't see the purpose of it, especially when their strength and speed are only going to be at 10 anyways. However, the purpose of this could be good in roleplay for fighting, but really armor is great for roleplay during just regular roleplay that doesn't involve fighting. Which means, for example, you can make lightning armor, and that's handy dandy, handy manny. Or you can make wind boots. And you ask me, Justin, what's the purpose of wind boots? Simple. What special thing could you use with wind boots? Let's say you make it so that you can fly. Or you make water armor so that you can breathe underwater. Or you make wind armor so that when someone goes to punch you, it's kind of like a little personal tornado. The punch gets kind of deflected away no matter what they try to do to you. Now, granted, the stronger they are, the faster they are, the more of a chance it has of actually hitting you. But, I mean, these are special things you can actually do with armor. Weapons, great for fighting. Roleplay purposes, Armor, roleplay purposes, fighting, So there you go. Those are your 2 things. Remember now, the strength of your weapon and your armor, if you choose not to increase your power or speed points, is going to be based on your magic. Which basically means that although you are a 10, 10, 20, we'll say, a 10 power, speed, 10 power, 10 speed, and 20 magic cleric, if someone goes to punch your armor and say, well, I destroyed it because, I'm also a 20 fighter, and, it's 10 points above your power points, so, the durability of your armor must be crap. No. Your power, the endurance and durability of your weapon and of your armor is going to match that of your magic level, or your magic stats. Basically meaning that it can't be broken unless the person who is breaking it is severely above your magic stats. So that is something to always remember. Weapons, armor, and things that cover your body. No, just weapons and armor, which are things that cover your body. Always have the endurance of either your power points if you are a fighter, or in your case, your magic level points if they are above 10. If they are beneath 10, it's always going to follow your power points, because who cares?